Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Beyond Standards community. It's your Captain Shanks once again with some more BFME 2 action. And today we will have a video commentary of a great matchup in the 2v2 between super experienced and great players of the 1.09. And before losing any time, let's get right into it. And here we go. As on the top left side of the map, we have the red Man of the West player Scarecrow. His ally on the top right side gonna be the yellow Elven player AWHW. On the bottom left side, we have the gray Mordor player Lau. And Lau's ally on the bottom right side gonna be the green Mordor player Ectelion, who is known as the best player of BFME 2. And yeah, it's a bad matchup for the double Mordor, I'm assuming. And before we actually get right into the casting, I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have too much experience with BFME 2 just yet. But we're gonna have a tournament going on for the next week, starting at Friday. Actually, this weekend, we're gonna start already. It's gonna be always exclusively streamed on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BeyondStandards. The link is gonna be in the description below. And all of those experienced players, pro players of BFME 2 will be participating in this tournament. So if you're interested, please make sure to join the next live stream. I would really like to see you there. And yeah, double Mordor against Elves and Men of the West, good against evil, El Clasico. And yeah, here we have a lot of war creeps. It's pretty much like the Vault of Battle for Middle-earth 1. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. We're gonna take a look into the PowerPoints. We have Foresight picked from the Elven player AWHW. And Tainted Land was picked from the Grey Mordor player Lau. The other two players didn't pick any PowerPoint abilities just yet. And yeah, unlike in Rise of the Witch King in BFME 2, many of you know that already, but just in case someone is watching from BFME 2, BFME 1 I mean, or Rise of the Witch King, BFME 2 you don't see what kind of faction your enemy is in the loading screen, unlike in Rise of the Witch King, so that's why you will be seeing a lot of players picking those Palantir, Eye of Sauron, or in this case also the Foresight ability from the Elven faction to spy on the enemy's area to see what kind of faction you are facing against. And yeah, in the meantime, we have the Mordor player creeping on the right side. This is Ectelion, by the way. The Man of the West player has already his tower guards on the field from the barracks. And he is creeping on the left side. Tower guards are a really strong pikemen. Unlike in Rise of the Witch King, you don't have Rohan spearman units in here. And you can get those tower guards on the field from a level 1 barracks. Archery range is up at the very same time for Scarecrow, who is also participating in the next 1v1 tournament. And the Mordor player on the bottom left side, Lau, is going for the Tavern with the Mordor faction. Yeah, I like the way Ectelion is playing and focusing on the map control. He was successfully able to get his second creep up on the field already. He was using Tainted Land, but that Tainted Land got covered from the Elven Wood. From the Man of the West, I believe. Yeah, Man of the West player was picking Elven Wood. If your enemy uses a Tainted Land, you can always cover that if you have Elven Wood or a Tainted Land by yourself. Will he be able to take down the barracks? And the answer is gonna be yes. Another Tainted Land was used. Above the Mordor players, Lau and Ectelion went for the Tainted Land. And he will also be able to take down the Smalon tree, which is really nice. The structures in Rise of the Witch King are a bit more tankier than in BFME 2. BFME 2, those structures are dying quite fast. So that's why it's super important to keep those structures alive. And yeah, tower guards were able to take down one of those barricade expansions. We have a Nazgul on the field already from Ectelion, I believe. Nah, from Lau, from the Grey Mordor player on the bottom left side. He was able to deal with those tower guards from the red Man of the West player Scarecrow, who is sending more units now, including soldiers and tower guards. We have also a Nazgul here from from Ectelion. So we're gonna have a lot of Black Riders on the field from the Mordor factions on the bottom side of the map Vault, the patch 1.09 in the BFME 2 HD edition. And yeah, we have one Orc Pit and one Haradrim Palace. Haradrim Palace is still only level 1, and for that Haradrim Archers you need to level that up to level 2, which is gonna cost you 300 resources, nothing too crazy. The Nazgul is level 4, but he still gotta be careful against those Tower Guards. Tower Guards are gonna be super strong against the Nazgul as long as he is on the horse. The Signal Fire is just getting captured from Ectelion. In the meantime, the Elven player Have is expanding. He has also a stable up on the field. Gonna get those Revendel Lancers on the field. And his ally, the Man of the West player, is also going for the stable by himself. The Goblin Creep on the bottom left side will be secured from the Man of the West player, I'm assuming. That's what I'm talking about. You saw the burst damage from the Tower Guards once you trample them. And if you do it twice, you will be losing your level 4 Nazgul, which is gonna be a big field batsman. We have some Corsairs of Umbar on the field. They are, not really ranged, but they are pre-ranged. They can shoot from a small distance, unlike archers, those fire bombs. And I gotta be honest with you, I like the animations of BFME 2 patch 1.09. They're really amazing. We have a fight here between those units, but the Man of the West player should be winning that. Nice dodge here from those Corsairs of Umbar. He has 2 battalions of them on the field coming out of the tavern, which you can also use like a blacksmith or armory to purchase your upgrades. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of differences between BFME 2 patch 1.09 and the Rise of the Witch King. And the main difference is obviously there is Angmar faction in Rise of the Witch King, and you have much more units in Rise of the Witch King than in BFME 2, and the playstyle is also a bit different. That's why I can understand if people, have they don't want to play Rise of the Witch King, the other people, they don't want to play BFME 2. Because I was always thinking, I gotta be honest with you, that the games are super similar, but that's not being the case. We have some Gondor Knights on the field. There are a lot of Orcs here from Ectelion. He is also putting pressure on the middle side of the map. The Elven player is not looking quite healthy. Another Malon tree is coming up. In a second and a half, we're gonna check the power points and the command points from the players. Gonna start with Ectelion on the bottom right side, the blue Mordor player. He was able to collect Tainted Lands Industry, which is being used on this slaughterhouse. 450 command points available for Ectelion, and 1 power point collected afterwards. Then, on the top right side, we have the yellow Elven player Have, who was able to collect 5 power points after Foresight. He has 600 command points available right now, so a decent amount of resource income for the Turkish player at the top right side. There is a Boromir on the field from the red Man of the West player, who is Scarecrow at the top left side. He was able to collect almost 6 power points for himself after having the Elven Wood, and is currently sitting on 750 command points. Last but not least, on the bottom left side, the grey Mordor player Lau was able to collect 5 power points for himself, 550 command points for the grey Mordor player on the bottom left side of the map, Vault. We have also Mouth of Sauron on the field, Gondor Knights, Archers being surrounded. I like the way those Orcs are getting in the backline. The Nazgul gotta be still careful. Boromir needs to get rank 3 in BFME 2, unlike in Rise of the Witch King, to be able to use the Horn of Gondor. Arwen is riding away from the Black Riders. That's like a really big nostalgic feeling, like in the movies. Even though I don't know if you guys knew that, but in the movies it was Arwen who was getting Frodo in safety and summoning those horses, those white horses on the water. It was Arwen in the movies, but in the books it was actually Glorfindel who did that. I don't know if you did know that. If you did, please let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, Black Riders are putting in so much pressure, and Have might need some assistance here from his ally Scarecrow, who is busy fighting around this area, winning those small fights, having a lot of units at the... Oh, he gotta be careful with those Gondor Knights against the Easterlings. He's gonna lose them if he's not gonna watch them. He's watching, will be able to get away with those units. That's really nice. The build is running in safety. More Easterlings are coming from Ectelion. This Nazgul is still only level 1. Arvin is level 2. For that ability, that was the Fluid ability she was using in the movie, by the way. Bonus damage against Black Riders. I like the fact that those game makers are, you know, thinking about those little details. Just like with the Smite ability Eowyn has, which is dealing an incredible amount of damage actually to the Nazgûls and the Witch King himself. This Mouthhouse Sauron is level 2. Power point wise, 7.5 power points collected from the blue Mordor player Ectelion. Avehave has 9 and a bit more power points collected, 750 command points available for the Elven player at the top right side. The Man of the West player was just using the Bombadil, and that was the Sonic Song ability, ladies and gentlemen. Very well done. It's like a Wizard Blast dancing man here in the HD edition. I like it, I like it. And Lao was able to collect 7, almost 8 power points. And we have Haldir on the field from the Elven player as well. So let's see what's gonna happen in here. Boromir's level is actually level 4. So level 5 will be unlocking the leadership. Allies near Boromir gain 50% increased damage and earn 25% increased or faster experience. The buffs are different in this game. Also Tainted Land is different. All ally units gain double armor. So that's the... He's punching really nicely. But his time is gonna be gone now. He's gonna be gone. The pressure is real on the bottom left side. We have Glorfindel on the field as well from Avehave. Dealing incredible amount of damage to the slaughterhouse, taking it down. One-man army. That is not even a backup. He doesn't need assistance. Haldir was just able to level up to level 2. The Black Riders are still on point, but there are so many pikes on the field. They gotta be super careful to not run into them. There's a gigantic army, and I'm afraid that this is not gonna be enough for the Mordor player to defend this upcoming attack. But for now, it looks like the Man of the West player, as well as the Elven player Avehave, are retreating. They are building themselves a really great outpost in here. The Gondor workshop, the siege works, is up on the field, and he will be able to get those trebuchets on the field. With them, he will start sieging the Mordor player on the bottom left side. Glorfindel was just able to get in safety. The Nazgûls are chasing, but they are not faster than Glorfindel, so there is no way of them catching him. Yeah, you can also, with every single horse hero, like a Nazgûl or Glorfindel, you can choose to fight on foot or get mounted on the horse. Yeah, the siege is beginning. As you can see, the trebuchet is hitting like a truck on this fortress, which is a really smart move. He was just going for the industry. So he's, I mean, PowerPoint wise, we can tell that Ectelion is super ahead of his enemies and of his own ally. But will this be enough? He has a lot of Nazgûls on the field, but they gotta be super careful. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Nazgûls on the field actually. Map of Sauron is trying to dive in. He's getting unmounted. That's really smart. This Nazgûl is super low. The Dread Visage is kicking in. That's an active debuff on the enemy units. That was Evil Eye, by the way, was dealing incredible amount of area of effect damage. These Nazgûls are popping off in here. What is going? Aggressive stance will be used. Boromir is fighting against this Nazgûl, will be able to take him down. There we go. He's almost level 5. That will be unlocking his leadership ability. We have that was actually enough to force him back, and he was able, I mean, the Mordor players were able to defend the upcoming attack, was able to take down the trebuchet, and he's now, with those Easterlings focusing on the barracks, will be able to take it down. He's pushing back, but there are still many tower guards alive. He was losing one Nazgûl. I didn't see what happened to the other Nazgûls. In the meantime, Arwen and those Rivendell Lancers are focusing on the bottom right side, trying to damage the economy from Ectelion. The attack still continues around this side. Nazgûl, this one is quite slow. You gotta be super careful. He's level 6.5. Boromir was just able to hit level 5. That's why the units are glowing now, since they have leadership. And look at these Nazgûls. They are, you know, there is a Daubt, which is active. You can use that. Then it's a passive. I'm sorry, it was a mistake before. So the Nazgûl's Dread Visage is a passive. Significantly reduces enemy armor and damage. It's a passive ability. And then you have also an active ability from Mouth of Sauron, which is the Daubt. Significantly reduces enemy armor and damage from enemy hordes and heroes, which is super important. It is something, you know, different from Rise of the Witch King. In Rise of the Witch King, the debuff doesn't work on enemy heroes, only on enemy units. And and enemy units lose their simple leadership bonuses. So I don't know if the debuff is stacking in BFME 2. Please let me know in the comment section below. I know it does. Oh boy. Ooh, that is some kick-ass ability right there. There was a barrage ability from Ectelion, I believe. There we go. that was really effective, I gotta be honest. And he has even now some upgraded units in here. So Ectelion is popping off this game. Had a super great start into the series by creeping and was super ahead in terms of power points. Remember, he was able to get industry before his opponents and his ally himself were sitting on like 3 power points. So, and he's snowballing really great, and I can understand that he's being called the best player of Battle for Middle-earth 2. And I gotta be honest, so far the fights were happening more or less between the Man of the West player Scarecrow and Ectelion. There was not a super great spot from the Elven player who had a lot of time to expand, so he has a decent amount of resource income. I've seen Arwen, she's still on the field having all her abilities unlocked. Yes, that's true. And I've also seen Glorfindel, who is around this area. He's almost level 3, but besides that, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see too much from the Elven player. The Nazguls are on the way to kill those Rivendell Lancers and chasing down this Glorfindel. And I like the way, that the teamwork is, kicking in clutch from the double Mordor team. It's a really bad matchup for them, right? So regardless what kind of game it is, if you have 2 times the same faction and your enemies have 2 different factions, they have 2 different power points, 2 different hero types, it's always nice to have some different going on within a teamwork, within a 2v2. What's a doubt ability? But actually it's something like Easter Light, right? Yeah. Evil Eye, a powerful ray of light that damages targeted units. It's like an evil Easter Light, Evil Eye. Now Aragorn is also on the field, ladies and gentlemen, is almost level 4. Let's see what's gonna happen. Eagle special summon from Ave will be ready from the Elven player. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I didn't see, but he has a lot of power points collected actually. So I think he did something, but I was not able to see that. Maybe it was my bad. Eagle special summon, and there is absolutely nothing that can deal with these eagles. There are no archers at all, and this eagle's gonna demolish everything. Look at the power points he's gaining now with the eagle special summon. And those upgraded units, Easterlings and Corsairs of Umbar, getting killed 1 by 1. In the meantime, these Nazguls, look at that, how many Nazguls are riding from Ectelion. He is trying to put pressure with those Corsairs. They won't be able to finish this level 2 Malon tree. 8 power points collected from Ave. He was able to defend himself and his ally, and who can now go for a counter attack. We have villages here running with the child. So much details in the map, I really like it. Aragorn, Elrond is on the field, level 4, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a lot of heroes from all 4 players in the map Vault, patch 1.09 in the HD edition. Eagles are still on the field. The Eagles are coming, as Pippin would like to say. These are the power points from the Man of the West player Scarecrow. He has Alvin Wood, Tom Bombadil, and the Hobbit special summon. On top of that, he was able to collect 4 more power points and is currently sitting on 750 command points by himself. Lau on the bottom left side, the Grey Mordor player, has his barrage ability ready, which might be used around this area to deal with the enemy units, because he doesn't have anything to defend himself besides this ability. So I'm pretty positive that he will be using that around this area. Let's see. Gonna keep an eye on that. And Ectelion has those abilities and 12.5 power points collected afterwards. 600 command points available for Ectelion, the blue Mordor player on the bottom right side of the map. So he needs to use that ability in my opinion. I doubt that this is not gonna be enough to defend. Oh wait, Boromir is getting hit. I think Aragorn got hit and Boromir got knocked down from that. Atelas is available. And yes, there we go, boys. Barrage ability will be used, and it is dealing so much damage here to the enemy units, excluding the heroes. Heroes are much more resistant. I don't know about this. This is Aragorn at the end of the day. You don't want to fight against him. Boromir is locking him down, and Aragorn will be able to finish him. He's sitting level 5, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Bombadil and Hobbit special summon. So much special summons. Tainted Land will be used. Elven Wood will be used as well. Aragorn has still his Atelas ability available. He's being level 5, and Swordmaster or Blade Master is still active, increasing the damage of Aragorn by 100% and doubling his armor, making him so resistant. Elrond is also on the field, and that's crazy. Look at that. Hobbits, oh my goodness. Hobbits, Boromir. Boromir is, by the way, level 6, almost level 7. And booyah! I like it. Sorry for the screaming, but that, ladies and gentlemen, was Gorgorov's Fireball ability from the fortress of the Grey Mordor player Lau on the bottom left side of the map. Will this be enough to defend himself? Because the heroes of the Man of the West player, Scarecrow, and the Elven player, Ave are still alive. And there is a Aragorn who is looking super dangerous. He has still his Atelas ability ready. We have the Hobbits still on the field. They're gonna be gone soon though. And Glorfindel is now coming with a lot of those Rivendell Lancers. Let's see how much damage he will be able to deal. The Tavern has been taken down, one of them. He has a lot of upgrades and defense here on the fortress. So I don't think that this is gonna be enough to take down the fortress without having anything to siege. But he will be able to take down this level 3 furnace or slaughterhouse in this case. Sorry, my bad. That's really bad. And Ectelion can't really do much. There are so many pikes on the field, and unlike in Rise of the Witch King, those pikes are also able to level up to level 10. Aragorn hitting like a truck. Elendi will be used here. You better run. Look, the blue animation around it. I love this. I love the animation and the sound effects here from BFME 2 really big time. This is the king, by the way, guys. This is the king, but he might be in trouble now. Daubt was used, by the way. That was the Daubt, I believe. Or maybe Morgul Blades. Okay. Oh my god. This Mouthhouse Sauron got level 10, boys. This then will be available. Causes targeted enemy units to become hostile towards each other. I've never seen this ability being used in Rise of the Witch King, but it's gonna be used around this area. Now they gotta fight against each other. That's really dope. I like it. And Aragorn got taken down as well. That's really big. In the meantime, we're gonna focus on the power points. So Ectelion, the blue Mordor player on the bottom right side, was able to collect 18 power points after having Tainted Land, War Chant, Industry, and Barrage. He has currently 750 command points available for himself. Ave, the yellow Elven player at the top right side, has the Giant Eagles, the Tom Bombadil, the Foresight, Heal, and 21, ladies and gentlemen, power points collected. 725 command points. On the other side, the Scarecrow on the top left side, the red Man of the West player, has Heal, Elven Wood, Tom Bombadil, and Hobbit special summon. 11.5 power points collected. 750 command points available. And last but not least, the Grey Mordor player on the bottom left side, who is being constantly under attack, has also 750 command points available. 9.5 power points collected after having Tainted Land, Industry, and Barrage ability. The game is not over yet, boys. We have a level 10 Mouth of Sauron on the field. This Nazgul is level 6. Screech is actually level 10 ability in BFME 2, which is really weird. I think that's gonna be OP in this case. And Barrage was just used around this area. He has upgraded units. Elrond is being within the army. He's almost level 5. Level 5 will be unlocking his Whirlwind ability, which is gonna be crazy against massive armies like that. I think he's counting on it, but he's fighting against the enemy units on the Tainted Land when they have double armor. They have also, I believe, yeah, that's crazy. Elrond has been taken down, ladies and gentlemen. There is a level 8 Nazgul. The heroes from the Mordor players are really highly ranked. Arwen is level 6.5. 6, I mean. And this Glorfindel is level almost 5. That will be unlocking his... level 6 will be unlocking the Wind Rider. Remember, to use the Blade of Purity, you need to be dismounted. You can't use them. And unlike in Rise of the Witch King, this is even more OP here on BFME 2. Because for 10 seconds... Oh, she missed that ability actually on the Nazguls. Unfortunately, the flute was missed. Would be dealing incredible amount of damage, I'm assuming. Unfortunately, we were not able to see that. And yeah, talking about Blade of Purity, for 10 seconds you can't die. That's crazy. And plus on top of that, you have also 50% increased damage output for those 10 seconds. And Mordor players are most likely defending themselves. They were actually not able to deal any counter damage. Horn of Gondor ability will be used from this Boromir, stunning the enemy units, in this case those Easterlings. They have also Forged Blades being active. Nice catch here with the Mouth of Sauron here from Lau, was able to take down the Trebuchet. These Nazguls are popping off. Eagle special summon, taking down the Nazgul. Glorfindel, Haldir is on the field. This Nazgul can't really get away. They are getting knocked down permanently. Yeah, Nazguls are down, boys. Also the Ghost is gone, or the White in this case. The Eagles are still remaining on the battlefield, should be trying to deal much more damage as long as they are on the battlefield. Aragorn is the return of the king, like in the movie. Aragorn is back on the field. Level almost 8, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, once he gets level 10, he will be able to use the Oathbreakers and summon the army of the dead by himself. It is, I think, one of the most badass abilities of BFME games in general. For me, the best ability was and always gonna be the Word of Power from Gandalf. And unfortunately, we don't see a Gandalf from the Man of the West player, but here's an end mood on the field, or this is the end mood from the Elven player Avehave. So I'm assuming that they will be sieging Lau on the bottom left side. I believe that was... What's happening there? The Doubt ability from Mouth of Sauron, I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, he was using that on the enemy unit, which is debuffing them. But he needs some assistance now. There are so many units, Lorien archers, tower guards in the front to keep those archers, rangers in the back, trebuchets, and more pikes are coming. Haldir level 5, Boromir level 7, Aragorn level 7. What can man do? In this case, what can Mordor do against such a reckless hate? And that's the answer, ladies and gentlemen. He can do the barrage and screw the enemy units completely up. That is insane. This ability is saving the day for the Mordor players so many times already. But the evil eye of this Mouth of Sauron ends the life of Arwen, and Aragorn was not close enough to save her or his wife, and booyah! Look which badass is in here. But before we continue, actually the game is super loud, man. I gotta make it a bit more quiet. Oh my godness. The Balrog is here, by the way, guys. Fly. I believe I can fly. This Balrog is going ham. This is the Balrog from Ectelion, by the way, from the blue Mordor player on the bottom right side. He is still flying around. Gonna try to deal as much damage as he possibly can, using the Ignite all the time, which is doubling the damage and armor from this Balrog. His Breath Fire ability is still available. Should be using it on this archery range and barracks. There we go. Very well done. They're gonna not die, actually. Unlike in Rise of the Witch King, remember in Rise of the Witch King, the Breath Fire is dealing area of effect damage. And it's dealing damage over time as well. The barracks should be taken down, but he's gonna go for the siege works. The trolls are going ham. We have a troll on the field, by the way. The attack troll here from the blue Mordor player Ectelion, trying to take down the fortress here from Scarecrow. The Ents mood will be taken down. The Nazguls are taking down those hobbits, like in the movie. In the movie they failed, but in the game they don't. And what's happening here? We have the flute ability was used, actually. Where it was used, I didn't see. Probably, yeah, at the fortress, definitely sure about that, because the fortress is almost at 50% health and all the expansions are gone. Will Lau die? That's the question. Balrog is hammering on this fortress, but it's not being super effective. Tom Bombadil is actually dealing a decent amount of damage to this Balrog, but he won't be able to take him down as Balrog has to leave Middle-earth. His time is up. And 19 power points collected from Avehave, the yellow Elven player in the top left side of the map, Vault. On the other side, we have 8 power points collected after having the Dunedain Allies special summon Tom Bombadil, Hobbits, Elven Wood, and heal ability from Scarecrow, the Man of the West player on the top left. And Lau on the bottom left side has his 21 power points collected after having Tainted Land, Industry, and Barrage, 750 command points, but his resources are not looking super healthy, and he has almost no units on the field. He needs to definitely get some more units, because Aragorn and Boromir are taking down those slaughterhouses one by one. And yeah, attack trolls are getting spammed now from the troll cage, which is being level 3, and he's gonna also get a drama troll on the field. We have 3 taverns on the field. I don't see a single orc pit. I see one orc pit, which is also level 3, by the way. He's now getting some lumber mills on the field to increase his resource income. There are a bunch of trees in this map you can harvest and increase your resource income. And in the meantime, these Nazguls are trying to put pressure. That was the War Chant plus... War Chant is also different here, by the way. Look at the War Chant description. Target allies gain 40% increased damage, 50% increased experience, and 10% increased speed. Right, so it's super unique from all those BFME games. All BFME games, you know, BFME 1 and Rise of the Witch King having the 50% increased damage and armor on the War Chant. And BFME 2 is different, it's unique, has a super unique ability here on those Tainted Lands, you know, War Chant, and also the leadership from the heroes. Barrage is gonna be ready. What is that actually? Heal? What? Okay guys, I really need to play more BFME 2 patch 1.09 because in BFME 2 there is a heal ability for Mordor. I didn't see that, I didn't know that. Anyways, Ectelion has his barrage ability ready, can be used. The fortress from Lau is being super low. He was using the Evil Eye on the Glorfindel. Glorfindel is super strong, by the way. He's level 6, and in the worst case scenario you can just press the T button, activate his Blade of Purity, Balrog special. Booyah! This Balrog of Moria. And yeah, I mean, the way the Balrog works in BFME games is as you summon him, it's gonna deal incredible amount of damage. With the summon animation, he's gonna deal area of effect damage, which basically takes down every single enemy unit, which is crazy. It's something like an explosive mine. You need to think about it like that. The second he's getting summoned, the area damage is crazy. Yeah, not even the king of the Men of the West can deal with that. Nazgul is level 8, this Nazgul is level almost 7. Those Black Riders are popping off. This Mouth of Sauron from Lau is almost level 7 as well. Barricades will be used defensively from Ectelion. And they have also fire arrow upgrades, but that shouldn't be stopping the Elven player. Ectelion might be in trouble because he doesn't have many units left, and Have can actually deal a lot of damage. Haldir is on the field as well, has his leadership ability available. Arvin is also on the field, almost level 7. That's gonna force the attack troll back. He has a lot of defensive barricades here, expansions, to keep the fortress safe. What is that? He's building a second fortress. Nah, this is... Oh, I've missed that one. My bad, guys. Lau just lost his fortress, so he's rebuilding the fortress at his allies' side. And the Eagles are taking down those taverns. Yeah, the more you have, actually, Corsairs discount 10%. So you can get those Corsairs a bit cheaper. I mean, at the start of the video, by the way, I've said that my knowledge about BFME 2 patch 1.09 is super limited. So I'm a big fan of learning by doing, guys. Don't flame me, please. Comment in the comment section below if you have any tips and tricks for me to improve faster. Because this weekend we're gonna cast the tournament, the 1v1 tournament, Isildur's Heir, Twitch TV/Beyond Standards. And if you are looking for more BFME content on my YouTube channel, you can see a lot of guides and tutorials on how to download those games. Then we have, you know, how to download and modify the HD editions. A lot of, video commentary videos also are available on my YouTube channel. So please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are looking for more content like this, please consider subscribing as well. Okay. Attack trolls are a bit stronger, but... Ooh. Yeah, that's dealing a lot of damage, by the way, the flute. Was able to take down the Nazgul. And yeah, this is still alive, the fortress from the Men of the West player. Cloudbreak was used. Cloudbreak is stuns enemy units for 10 seconds. That's actually crazy, and cancels freezing rain and darkness. Heals and revives allied units during 15 seconds. The Cloudbreak is crazy here on BFME 2. Unlike in BFME 1, Cloudbreak is not quite useful in BFME 1, I gotta be honest with you. Right, Hobbit Special Summon will be used. But is Lau actually defeated? That's the question. Let me check. No, he's not defeated. There is also Observer in this game. By the way, this is being on the host from Scarecrow, from the Men of the West player. Lau has his fortress up on the field. Should be building it a bit in the back, but there is almost no space to build. He's gonna be forced now to make some barricade expansions. And we will have crazy shenanigans are happening here. What is that? Here's also not the Gorgorov fireball here available on the fortress. Oh my goodness. The fireworks from the Sam by Scamji. That's crazy game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Barricade special summon. Balrog is gonna be ready soon, but so will be the flute ability from Ave. He has almost all abilities unlocked, 16.5 power points available, and special summon is gonna be ready as well. Gonna be super important to take down the fortress from a big range, safe range. Tom Bombadil is gonna be ready. On the other side, we have from Man of the West player Scarecrow, almost 3 power points collected, so he's super far away still from his Army of the Dead. And Barrage is ready for Lao, almost, I mean, and it is still quite long on cooldown for Ectelion. I mean, now they gotta fight a kind of 2v1, because Lao doesn't have too many units on the field. If you take a look into it, you can tell that he has, you know, 259 command points being used right now. Nice trample with those Black Riders into the archers, but there are just too many archers. The Doubt ability will be used, I believe that is, right? No, that was the... wait a second, that was the Rallying Call, I believe, right? No, it's not. Awakened Worm is gonna be ready for the next fight from Ectelion as well. Balrog is ready. Ents will be special summoned. We're gonna take a look into the Balrog, which is probably gonna be used defensively. Warchan was used on those units. Worm will be used here on top of the Ents. We're gonna have a fight between Ents and a Worm. He has a fire ability, right? So he's gonna put fire on those Ents and they are burning and dying in a second and a half. An army of the dead, ladies and gentlemen. I believe this is from Aragorn, right? Yeah, Aragorn is hitting level 10 and summoning his army of the dead. He's hitting like a truck together with Tom Bombadil. The Dream Duo is coming in clutch. But on the bright side, the Ents are down. On the bad side, on the downside for the Double Mordor team, now they have to deal with Aragorn, who is not only able to summon Army of the Dead, but who is, you know, is being Army of the Dead by himself. He is level 10, has really a great amount of health, a really super great amount of damage. Beautiful Sonic Song ability here, not taking down the enemy units. Horn of Gondor will be stunning the enemy units as well. Worm is still on the field for a couple of seconds, but won't be able to do much more. The barricade has been taken down. Ectelion is trying his hardest, but where is Balrog when we need him? Is Balrog available? Still, yes, it is. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the Grey Wizard on the field, and I am afraid that we won't be seeing him getting level 10 in this game. He's gonna look for a Wizard Blast in here, and you can use the U button here manually to activate the shield bubble whenever you want to activate it, which is really nice. Lightning Sword will be used. He's getting actually a decent amount of experience. The second ago he was level 1, dude. He's already level 4 after 1 Blizzard Blast and Lightning Sword. Now he will also be able to get on his Shadow Fax. And Barrage will be used and also dealing a great amount of damage to this. Ooh, Flute. Ooh, I like the you gotta love the animations of 1.09, right? Alright, Gandalf needs to get away really fast. There is still an attack roll on the field. I mean, he has still his shield bubble ability available. And he has a lot of backup as well. Balrog is gonna be ready. I would love to see an epic show match here between Balrog against Gandalf. Would be really nice, like, you know, movie-like action. But this Gandalf is still grey, so you need to get him level 5 first before he turns to white automatically. And Water of Power is gonna be crazy. And Easterlight, unlike in BFME 1, you need to get him level 7 in BFME 2. Yeah, attack roll will be taken down. I mean, Ectelion can't really await too much. Ooh, wait a second. Booyah. I mean, to be honest, I was expecting a bit more damage here on the Lone Tower from the Man of the West player. It looks like, it turns out that the fireball of Gorgorov's Fire Fireball is actually being super effective against units, but not that effective against structures. Gandalf is being on his Shadow Fax, but he's still being grey. Once he gets level 5, he will be white automatically. The Lone Tower has been taken down. Balrog is still being ready, and the Sunflare will be ready from Avehave as well. So Sunflare is gonna be also effective against units and against structures as well. Eagle's gonna be ready for the next fight. On the other side, Scarecrow is super behind in terms of power points compared to his ally, the Elven player, but so is Lao. Actually, Lao has 20 power points collected. He has his Barrage ability ready for the next fight. They are stalling quite nice. He has over 3000 resources collected. Should be definitely looking to get more units on the field. Visa Plus was used, almost level 5 here. It looks like he can't move away because of the Mordor blades. And I think bubble maybe? He was just using the heal. But he could have used the bubble, right? So the bubble here, look at that. The wizard transforms all of his power into a shield that will absorb every kind of damage dealt on him. Gandalf also gains immunity to knockback, and that lasts for 5 seconds. That's also, I mean, 5 seconds is a long time, right? And you can tank everything. Basically everything. That's crazy. 22 power points available for the Mordor player here. For Lau, after having Balrog. Lightning Sword is on cooldown, so can't really deal with this level 8 Mouth of Sauron. They're expanding quite nicely on the bottom right side, but they're super limited. Look at that. On the bottom left side, there is nothing happening. There are some slaughterhouses, and the Grey Mordor player Lau is trying to expand because the Man of the West player Scarecrow and the Alvin player Ave are just focusing on the bottom right side. That's gonna give some time, but Elrond is taking care of those lumber mills. He's almost level 7. Level 10 will be activate the restoration, heals 20% health points of Nurbia allies, and fully refreshes their special ability timers. So imagine that, right? Imagine you have a Aragorn level 10, which is being the case already. And imagine you have Gandalf level 10 as well. On top of that, you get Elrond also level 10. The second you use Word of Power and Army of the Dead, you can use that ability, and that's gonna be ready again. Look how OP that can actually be in a 2v2. I mean, obviously you gotta get him level 10, but Balrog special summon will be used here. From Lau, the Balrog is still on cooldown. Look how much, how many arrows are shooting there. There are a lot of orcs. How much damage he will be able to deal to the fortress, that's being the question. The first Breath Fire ability will be taking down every single expansion, I believe. Yes, that's being the case. Now the orcs can actually start hammering on the fortress. But Sunflare was used around this area, I believe, right? I think so. The fortress is being under attack. I mean, I don't know if the orcs are gonna be able to take it down. Attack Troll will be taken down first from the Eagles, because he's being the really big threat to the fortress. Instead of defending, they are trying to put some counter pressure. I don't see Gandalf on the field. Gandalf is on the field, ladies and gentlemen, using his Lightning Swords, but unfortunately Lightning Sword is dealing area of effect damage and is splitting the damage dealt between the units in the hitbox. So you can't... Oh! Sit down, Gandalf. It's Balrog time. The Fire Whip is dealing incredible amount of damage, but I think Gandalf had his bubble still available and could have used it to block the incoming damage. As you can see, the fortress is quite tanky, and the special summons like Balrog are not super effective against the fortress. What one Fire Whip is actually enough to take down the Eagle. The attack still continues on the bottom left side. These are the power point abilities from Ave, but they are all on cooldown. Balrog is gonna be gone soon before he will be able to finish the fortress. But there is still a level almost 9 Mouth of Sauron. The Worm was taken down, and Ave, ladies and gentlemen, has been defeated. What a turnaround. They were defending past 10 minutes, and now they are striking for a counter attack. I was not expecting something like this. And now it's gonna be a 1v2 scenario, and Scarecrow, no offense, but he is so behind in terms of power points. Look at that. He has only, and he can't really win that. He will be surrendering that game. And the victory, unexpected from my side, will go to the double Mordor team. Ectelion and Lau were performing super nicely and well deserved, especially Ectelion, well deserved the victory. I hope guys you like this video, and again, sorry for my lack of knowledge about this game. If you still enjoyed, please make sure to hit that like button. Let me comment below. Tell me if you wanna see more BFME 2 commentary videos, maybe also patch 1.06. Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in this Friday, when we're gonna start with our 1v1 tournament Isildur's Heir for the patch 1.09 of BFME 2. Until then, take care of yourself, have a great week, and as always, stay beyond standards. Peace, guys.